Welcome to Bucket Truck Training at the OARDC. After completing this safety training session, you will be able to understand how bucket trucks work, operate a bucket truck safely and skillfully, identify operating hazards, apply general principles of safe operation, and properly inspect and maintain a bucket truck. Why is bucket truck training necessary? From 1992 to 1999, there averaged 26 deaths per year from lifts in construction. 18 of those were from boom-supported lifts. The other 8 were from scissor and other vertical lifts. These worker fatalities were caused by electrocutions, falls, collapses or tip-overs. The workers were struck by or against the bucket truck, or perhaps caught in or between the bucket truck. OSHA has certain requirements concerning aerial lifts, such as only trained persons shall operate an aerial lift. Belting off to another pole, structure, or equipment is not permitted. Stand firmly on the floor of the basket. Do not sit or climb on the edge of the basket. Use planks, ladders, or other devices for a work platform. A body belt shall be worn and a lanyard attached to the boom or basket when working from an aerial lift. Boom and basket load limits shall not be exceeded. The brakes shall be set and outriggers, when used, shall be positioned on pads or a solid surface. Wheel chocks shall be installed before using an aerial lift on an incline. An aerial lift truck may not be moved when the boom is elevated in a working position with men in the basket. Boom platforms shall have both platform and lower controls. Controls shall be plainly marked as to their function. Lower level controls shall not be operated unless permission has been granted by the employee in the lift, except in case of emergency. Climbers shall not be worn in the bucket. The insulated portion of a lift shall not be altered in any manner that might reduce its insulating value. And before moving the lift for travel, the boom must be properly cradled. Let's take a moment and watch a short video of an aerial lift accident. This unfortunate accident, which occurred in Asia, provides us with a visual image on the importance of following the OSHA guidelines, along with the importance of safety training. Before leaving for the job site, it's important that we inspect the vehicle. This includes checking the fuel level, check the tire air pressure, look over the boom assembly welds for cracks or rust, look for cracked hoses, leaking fittings, or other signs of fluid leakage. Make sure all alarms and warning systems operate correctly. Inspect the boom hinge pins, cylinder pins, pedestal frame bolts, and other fasteners. Make sure the bucket is secured. Check the outriggers and make sure that they are in the travel position. Make sure all control panels are clean and clearly marked. Check to make sure the controls function smoothly without sticking. And make sure the vehicle lights and strobes work properly. Now that we've inspected the vehicle, it's time to make sure that all appropriate safety equipment is on board. This includes a user's manual for the vehicle, traffic cones, fire extinguishers, a full body harness and lanyard, all appropriate personal protective equipment, or PPE, a first aid kit, wheel chocks, and 60 feet of lifeline. Once you have arrived at the job site, and before you start working, it is critical that you check for level ground. Never exceed the manufacturer's specifications. Know your vehicle's clearance height, its lifting height, and any overhead obstructions at the site. Watch the weather. High winds and rain can be disastrous. Never operate the bucket during an electrical storm, and never operate the bucket when winds exceed 30 miles per hour. Park the truck. Set the brake. Engage the PTO. Engage the cab controls. Set the outriggers. Install the wheel chocks. Prepare for traffic control. Set up proper warning devices such as cones, barricades, caution tape, or flaggers. Climb into the bucket. Attach your safety lanyard. Release the bucket. Stand securely on the bucket floor only, and then raise the bucket to working height. This concludes the video part of your training. Please see the course instructor for further instructions.